Okay, video started. Arlington Lanes, palm trees, for all you people that stalk and live in cold places. We're gonna go. I can't do this and hold the camera at the same time.
And the problem is, it isn't double leverage, it is just double reach out and flip it.
Well, we see it. I can try to keep my hand a little more behind the ball, but I've had a little trouble with that. Try to keep my hand behind the ball. It doesn't get very much.
Looks like you were trying to help it at the end, whereas
trying to go up.
you got to go up and through, pick a point out there. You got to get to the dry area to get the ball to roll. So you got to get it outside that second interval.
So anyway, that's still a work in progress. If I throw it and I release it earlier, it won't have as many revs and it'll hit the pocket. But if I wait, it'll have more revs and it'll still hit the pocket.
No, well, the rev killer is that thumb. When you're out here, you can't rev it. If you're hitting it here, you get that thumb out clean, you get a lot more. Revolutions is your fingers accelerating the surface of the ball faster than the center of the ball. If you wait till here, you then come down, you can pull the ball up further, but you don't get revolutions. Your hands, you're in a bad leverage position. But down here, you can hit the surface of the ball without changing the center.
This will be edited out. One more chance to see awesomeness in action.
Really? There is a chance to see it?
Here it is. Is the beauty. All right, so here we are. We have two balls, same brand, same weight, same model, and we are going to do an experiment to see if we can make those balls do three things. One, react very differently after they're drilling and surfacing. Two, be USBC legal so that I don't cost myself my first 300 game, which I hopefully will throw soon. And three, actually be able for me to throw them and have that actually work, which is the hardest of the challenges here for Mr. White, ball driller extraordinaire. And we are at the All 10 Pro Shop. Get that in the picture. So I am going to tape intermittently and see what we see. So what does that mean when you have two pinouts like that, even though it's the same ball and same model?
It has more to do with keeping it legal.
Okay.
Because the center of gravity, if we drill the ball like such, with the pin here, the center of gravity is down fairly low. But if we drill it, same idea, center of gravity is up pretty high.
Okay.
So
is that common if you get bowling balls in the shop and they're going to have two very different?
When you order a ball, you request a number.
Okay. I didn't request any numbers. These are just.
Time because you want to get out there and bowl in the condition that you want that for, to see if you need a surface.
Yes. So this is the first aggressive one completed. Make sure I get all the different thingamajig.
Angularities.
Yep, very good. So we are now drilling ball number 2, the less aggressive ball. Hypothetically, of course. All of this is hypothetical until I actually throw them and hopefully can hit the same mark so we can actually see if there's a difference or if it's just me bowling badly. Which is the danger of a video of a, I don't even want to call myself average bowler, but
This is why you can find out if it's aggressively bad or just passively bad.
yeah. Totally guessing on where I should start here.
You saw it wall, kicked over and rolled.
Yeah. Is that a?
You don't need to be out. You don't need to be out.
Where would you guess to start on the?
For that particular shot, you want to be a little everything further right because you don't have enough hand to make it come back that sharp. But it tried. Third.
Oh, you want to try second?
Yeah. You got to get up there where the dry is.
Okay.
Get the ball reaction. Your feet a little bit left and you should be okay.
Okay, so this is the aggressive ball.
You're going to throw your new ball at a 4-9. Wrist going into that left gutter, bouncing up, hitting the ball.
It's not going into no gutter. Plus, I wasn't even to pick it up.
at anything on the corner.
So this is up second arrow. If I hit it properly.
See, that is actually left of 15.
Is that too far left?
Go way far left. You were went over 15.
Okay.
Just get it all the way down. Remember I said the ball has to pick up that roll?
Right.
Otherwise, in an unstable situation, they'll get hit unstable. There's your tip pin.
All right, which one of these is it? This one?
It's got a chance.
Okay, so
If you notice, the one key thing difference between this ball and the previous balls we had, it has that spiral, so that's how you let it go. But as soon as they hit the drive back in, it goes into a forward roll. And that forward roll helps it carry the pin.
so I'm still aiming for second arrow right now, just to be
You just
consistent.
gotta hit it a little more frequently though. You gotta hit it so you're not, instead of tucking it in or sailing it right. Left of it. Still left of it. You'll see in the video that you're left of it.
Right.
Left.
But for that ball drilled aggressively, that's kind of what you would expect, right? That you're going to be a little left.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about left of the target.
Oh, left of the target.
You're talking about you throwing the ball, not the ball going down there.
Am I going like 11, or what do you think?
Yeah, 11 or maybe 12 on that last one. That's better. See, now playing that line would drive a lot of people crazy because they wouldn't have enough ball to hit because you're right on the oil line. But if you can get that to work for you, you can shoot big numbers because it's there all day long.
It's inside. All right, so we're not there.
Almost think of hitting 9 through the arrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Well, so you're thinking? Not
No,
what
when
you're-
I hit the 10, that's what I was thinking, is hit the 9.
Okay. Better? Like I said, the ball picks up the roll. You are feeding it out a little bit. The ball picks up the roll, and it has enough drive to go through the pin.
Let's see if we can do it again.
A little wide, but it's going to get it. It actually came back even extra.
So it's out in the dry.
Out in the dry, it really wants to pick up the roll because it's like it's got very short oil.
Okay, so now I'm going to try to play the same line with the non-aggressive or less aggressive ball.
See, now you were further right, so it was probably close to where you left the big four.
Okay.
And this one didn't snap back onto the nose. You looked in the video, you'll be able to see the comparison to where you threw the two balls. 11. Yeah, you see how that 11 is much higher on the nose, you're taking the 5 out, whereas before you were hooking further left and you're not taking the 5 out.
I'm not shooting at that.
That's probably it. see, this one doesn't jump at the tail end. It doesn't jump quite so sharp.
All right, in contrast, I'm going to throw the first one. First one.
That was never on the screen. That could be it.
But it did move a little left into the head. Gotta have faith. Okay, we're back to the less aggressive yellow ball.
Touched it. It took that one quite a ways to leave alive.
All right, still shooting yellow, less aggressive ball. All right, try this again, still with yellow. Head. Now I'm going to throw the more aggressive one with the same, hopefully, line and loft. I don't know. Now the more aggressive one seems less aggressive than the less aggressive one. All right, I will see what happens if I add a little hand. This is the more aggressive one. Playing what I would consider an inside shot, and I'm going to try the same inside shot with hand with the yellow one. And it feels a little more aggressive, actually. I threw it out further right and it came back and hit the pocket. So, experiment may have failed slightly. Okay, so now we're doing the part of the experiment where we are comparing the polished ball to the surfaced ball. So polished ball is on the right, surface ball is on the left. We will try the non-surfaced one first. Pretty straight. Pretty straight, doesn't seem to break very much, just to the right of the head pin.
inside the target that time, but still straight, not a lot of break. Figures when I was off target, it would strike. Same thing, straight up the target, maybe a tad right. Ball pretty much went straight. So now I'm going to do 5 with the surfaced encounter. Essentially straight as well, but you saw a little tiny break at the end. Not much break there either. Pretty much straight. Little offline there, a little to the left, still pretty much went straight. Got a little to the right of my target and obviously missed right. I'm going to change up the lines now and I'm going to throw it up 8 board instead of 10. We're going to start with the polished one. A little bit offline. the dry. I can't tell if that's burning up or if it's good, but we'll try it again. Again, I get a little bit more of a roll inward from the right. Still not really grabbing and hooking with my rev rate, but it's moving at least. We'll try one more with the poly. Offline there, I missed a little left, but you saw that by missing a little left, it actually hit straight at the pocket, but it was pretty much a straight shot. So now we're going to try the surface one. Didn't see a lot of movement there, just seemed like kind of a slow move into the pocket. It does seem like it's not as noticeable, I think because it starts to hook a little earlier, so it takes more of a straighter line. Same thing, not a lot of movement on the back end, but it does seem to be moving a little sooner. I think I got a little bit right of my target, and you saw that it didn't really come back. It seems to be shifting left rather than cutting left. I got way outside and it didn't come back at all. Again, that time I got a little outside my target, but I had a better rotation on the ball, came off my hand a little better. I get better axis tilt, so it did make a move back in, but it wasn't a sharp move. It was a smooth move, seemed to start earlier. I'm going to throw the polished one with a little more revs now and see if that makes a difference. slower, more revs, let it down a little earlier, you can see that it will move. We're going to try that one more time. Again, trying to get revs, trying to rev it up, it will move. I'm going to try the more, the less polished ball now. A couple tries, same thing. It seems like it's not necessarily hooking more, but it's hooking earlier. I don't want to say halfway down the lane, but it seems to start moving before it gets to the tracer. We're going to try one more. Again, it does seem more aggressive because it moves more. It obviously missed to the left. However, I think that's because it's starting to move much earlier. That time I was watching it, it seemed to move right after the first two tracers and started to cut over, whereas the other one went a little longer. I'm going to try to pick this up by playing really, really far inside and generating some revs to see what it'll look like. My foot pretty much on the left gutter, so all right, experiment over.